This is one of those stories where I say it's never that deep and it should never be taken that seriously. But for some people, I guess it just simply is. So in this picture, you have a 20-year-old by the name of Edward Kang, who was so upset with a person he was having a rivalry with playing a video game that he hopped onto a plane and flew over multiple states to go and confront the person that he was having an issue with. So much, in fact, that he ended up attacking this person with a hammer. Now, I don't believe the person ended up getting unalived by what happened, but the fact that this person actually got on a flight, and wait until y'all find out at what time this person got on this plane to go and do this and go attack this person because of a rivalry they were having in a video game. That is absolutely insane. A New Jersey man got so ticked off while duking it out on an online video game that he flew to Florida. Now, look at that. He flew from New Jersey to Florida in the middle of the night to bash his rival with a hammer. Edward Kang, age 20, allegedly hopped on an overnight flight at Newark Liberty Airport International Airport, landed at Jacksonville International Airport, and booked a hotel room before he showed up at the victim's house at 2 a.m. Sunday, swinging a hammer. I don't think I've ever heard a story play out the way this one is that I'm reading to you right now. And I've read quite a few stories, as y'all already know. This is a weird one. Nassau County, Florida Sheriff Bill Leeper said at a briefing on Monday. Some things that make you say, some things you just can't make up. There are some things that make you say, what in the world was he thinking? And there are some things that make you say, you're not going to believe this. Well, this case makes you say all four of those, according to the sheriff. The sheriff said Kang got angry at the victim while playing the multiplayer game Arc Age, and was ticked off enough that he told his mom he was going to visit a friend in the Sunshine State and took off. He checked into a hotel in Florida at 2 a.m. Friday and the next day stopped at an Ace Hardware outlet to pick up a hammer and a flashlight. Early Sunday morning, he snuck into the victim's house in Fernandina Beach, dressed in black and wearing a mask and gloves, and attacked his rival with a hammer. Now look at all the stuff that this dude went through just to go and attack his quote-unquote rival over a video game. But besides the fact that this is unbelievable that he even did it, the fact is that he did it, and that's scary because these people who are so wrapped up in these video games to have it go this far is absolutely insane. Thankfully, the person is still alive. But the fact is this person actually got on a plane from New Jersey to Florida just to do this. It is never that serious, but I guess to him it was, clearly. The victim's stepfather reported being awakened by screams for help. When he went to see what was going on, he found his stepson on the ground struggling with the attacker who was in possession of a hammer. Leeper said the two restrained Kang until police arrived. He said the victim suffered severe but non-life-threatening head wounds, while Kang is being held at the Nassau County Jail on attempted murder and burglary charges. The sheriff said Kang was not cooperating with the police. When the suspect was asked why he did what he did, the suspect stated that he is a bad person online, talking about the victim. In addition, the suspect asked, "Our deputy, how much time in jail do you get for breaking and entering an assault?" I would say, Mr. Kang, it's going to be a long time before you play video games again. That is wild. And the thing is, many people probably heard about this story and was saying to themselves, this cannot be real. Please let this not be real. And I'm here to tell you that unfortunately, this is indeed very real. And like I said before, the scary part about it is there are people out there who have this type of mindset and probably will go out and carry out something like this. But I can honestly say, I haven't heard those stories until now. That is, it is never that serious, but that's the downside to online gaming, is when you come across all these different personalities and you just never know who it is that you're dealing with. This is an example of that right there. Now, when they do an investigation, hopefully they can pull up transcripts of what was discussed between the two of them online to see what actually led to this, because of course now they're gonna be trying to figure out, okay, what kind of discussions were y'all having to the point where it actually got this far, because it should never have gotten this far. When you're doing online gaming, that of course is going to be trash talk. That's typical, very typical, one of the most common things when it comes to online gaming, but not to the point where you will go out there and travel to go and attack somebody with a hammer. So I think they got the charges right. They definitely need to hold him there, and he needs to be found guilty of everything. Don't leave anything on the table, and he needs to serve some serious jail time, because this was very intentional. This was premeditated. I mean, you got on a plane and flew there with the intent to harm somebody over a video game. And one last thing I'm gonna say when it comes to this is, if y'all are into online gaming like that, just be very careful of who y'all interact with, because like I said, you only know those people from a voice when they're online, and you may see a picture or something like that, but you don't know these people. You don't know how they're gonna act or whatever the case may be. You just never know the mindset of some individuals, and some people are out here are just completely and totally unhinged, like this dude right here.